Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where everything has gone just a little bit pear-shaped. Yeah, I know, just for a change. Ziska, confident that he just massively kicked Lord von Bergov's arse, was preparing for a leisurely evacuation from Castle Nebekov when this lot turned up.
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley. We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance. Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry, we'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate, but if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right, I need everyone else on the battlements. God hear our prayer and kick their St. Clement's arse today. So, to the task, my friends.
And now we are well and truly in the shit. I'm on the battlements. I hope they...
Go fuck yourself!
I really hope that means they're not expecting me to actually shoot somebody. I don't even think I've got a ranged weapon equipped. I'm definitely going to need some kind of polearm to push boarding ladders. Boarding ladders? We're not in the Navy anymore. You get the idea. I should probably equip a crossbow. And piercing bolts, I think, since we are facing armoured opponents. Castle Nebekov is actually fairly well designed and it's quite defensible. So reload behind the Merlins here and then pop out, no, behind the Merlin, there we go Jingles. And then pop out and pray you hit something through the crenellation. I mean, wow, I actually hit somebody. Holy crap, my parents will be so proud. Damn it Godwin, get out of the way. Right, Ziska wants me to grab a halberd and knock the ladders down. Well, I do actually have a halberd, but I'm not seeing any ladders that need knocking down just yet. Oh well, I'll keep looking. There we go. Come on, get out of the way. Well, there's a ladder. I've got the halberd, and... Ziska, get the fuck out the way. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, Henry, grab a halberd. Knock the ladders over. Well, if you would get out the fucking way... Oh, you've got to be... Yay, there we go, finally.
You're finished.
Anything else you'd like me to do, Yam? And then get in the way of my doing it. Yeah, the halberd is surprisingly useful up here on the battlements. I mean, obviously for pushing ladders over, but I thought it would be too cumbersome to actually fight on the battlements, but it's actually not bad. I am kind of having problems telling who's who up here, though. Because von Bergov's men, it's actually the Prague militia with von Aulitz who's turned up as his reinforcements. Hey, yeah, these guys, generally, if they have red, they're not on our side. Oh, crap, they're storming the gate. Alright, let's deal with this ladder. But they're not all... I mean, this is why armies wore uniforms, so you could tell who was on your side and who wasn't. Not all of them are dressed in red. Where is the gate? Oh yeah, it's down here. There we go. So the gatehouse has murder holes. Like I said, Castle Nebekov, I mean, it's not a big expensive castle like Trotsky, but it is fairly well designed. This might just be a wooden gatehouse, but it's got everything it needs. Well, a double gate would have been better. There's just the inner gate there. There's no outer gate, but yeah. Can I pick up another stone? Oh, come on, let me pick up another stone. There we go. Hello. Terribly sorry, we're busy and we can't come to the door right now. Just leave it on the porch, thank you. Oh, now what? Tell me to knock down the ladders. What ladders? There are no ladders. Well, there might be ladders, but there's none on the gatehouse. I'm just going to drop stones on these buggers. You see what I mean? I mean, it's a good gatehouse. You'd be surprised how many castles in this game don't even have gatehouses. Samine, for example, didn't have a gatehouse.
I surrender.
But it would be so much better if they just had 2 gates. It has an inner gate, doesn't have an outer gate. If it had an outer gate, we'd be dropping arrows and rocks on the heads of these guys before they even got this close. And it's not, I mean, they're not even big, expensive, reinforced gates either.
There's no escape.
So a second gate would vastly improve the effectiveness. And why can I not pick up another one of these bloody stars? Oh, this is annoying. But you see what I mean? I mean, it's not a big expensive gate, is it? But just another one right there would have doubled the effectiveness of this gatehouse. That's Lord Nebak for you, cheap bastard. Carpenter could have thrown together an additional outer gate in a day. Are these guys fallen back? Have we successfully repelled the attack on the gatehouse? I think we have. Somebody's yelling for me elsewhere.
I'll be right with you.
What's up, Jan, me old fella, me flip-flop? Got my sword ready?
It's bad.
What's wrong? We defended the gate, didn't we?
Aye, and we're holding the battlements on the tower. But they got into the lower castle. Our boys are getting hammered. We've got to get to their aid, right now.
I understand. I'll go with you.
Right. Oh, I was wondering how we were going to get down there, because they've sealed the gate leading to the lower battlements, but there's a ladder here. I don't have time to climb. So, anybody wearing anything vaguely red needs a damn good stabbing. The way damage works with weapons in this game, see at the moment, there we go, I'm using a longsword. Now you can do crushing damage with a longsword, smack somebody with a hilt for example, and you can do slashing damage with a longsword. But you'll do a lot more piercing damage with a longsword, because it's a stabbing weapon. And, well, most of the opponents are going to be using padded or quilted cloth armour overlaid with, at the very least, chainmail. The slashing weapons have minimal effect on that.
Ooh, they got what they wanted. We did it, eh?
Ah, I hope so. But unfortunately, it isn't over yet. Something's happening up top. We have to go back quickly.
Oh, Sakura. When will this be over, Zizka?
As soon as we kick their asses!
I like how they do accurately represent just how physically exhausting combat is when you're wearing heavy armour like this. Well, I mean, fighting's exhausting whether you're wearing armour or not. You look at professional boxers. A round in a boxing match only lasts 3 minutes. And just look at how heavily professional boxers are breathing at the end of each round. And they're trained for that. And they're doing it with no armour whatsoever. Now imagine the same thing. Where you don't get to sit down and have a drink of water and a rest every 3 minutes, and you're wearing 60 pounds of armour and you're doing it for an hour. So the fact that Henry and Ziska are gasping for breath in the cutscenes, I think is a very, very nice touch. Right, I'm not getting up there, it's way too crowded. I think I shot him! Nice! Hooray! Oh, turns out I'm actually really good with the crossbow.
We've got to fall back!
Everyone back to the tower! Now!
Hooray! There's more coming!
Yeah, they've managed to move their archers right up, and move their archers' palisades right up while we were fighting off the attack in the courtyard. So now it's back to the main keep, which is very much a last line of defence, because, well, things like access to fresh water and most of the food stores are out in the courtyard buildings, inside the outer walls, because we weren't exactly planning for a siege.
Fuck! We're done for.
Bollocks. They won't get into the tower easily.
Well, they will, because we're all up here.
Barley,
Nobody's defending the actual door. The most well-built defences in the world are useless unless somebody is actually defending them. They will hack through that door with axes in a matter of minutes. And Godwin, what's going on out there?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Why are the attackers falling back from the tower? We're not that scary.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is what? Oh, that. Oh, fuck. You might want to get away from the wall, fellas.
and keyless.
Time!
Et debite nobis debita nostra sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ne nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
Well, that's one way to open negotiations.
Help me! Someone! I'm fucking stuck! Henry! For the love of God!
Ziska, be a good chap and inform Lord von Berghoff we are now prepared to discuss the terms of his surrender.
I told you we should have made a run for it. Aye. We should have taken off. At least then we wouldn't have to listen to your blathering.
Yeah, the last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never going to do that again.
Well, that's just what I'm afraid of, Henry. Honor's a splendid thing.
You won't be much use to anyone as a corpse.
The great thing about corpses is that they keep their mouths shut. They're not dead yet. Well,
If it hadn't been for that diabolical invention, we'd have stood a chance.
Show some respect, priest. Sir Otto christened this little beauty himself. He named it Finger of God. Whoever it points at, poof!
Stop! Halt! Pull up!
What is it, sir?
The Parway's here, Istvan. I need someone to keep watch on Trotsky while I'm with the king. Take the captives with you, and get what you can out of them. We need to know what Jobst and the Leipa lords are plotting.
With the greatest pleasure, sir.
Don't spare them. And when they sing, send me a message with what you found out. But the young lord of Bjergstein will be coming along with me. He's too valuable a commodity. He'll come in handy as a hostage, if Hanush tries any tricks. And here are the orders from King Sigismund, so you know what to question them about, and where to find us. And I'm counting on you to keep my castle in one piece until I return.
Rest assured, my lord.
Good.
Forwards!
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult a job for Toff. The keeping the castle secure until von Berghoff returns. I mean, it's not like there are any bandits roaming the countryside anymore.
Ah! Listen to him, Ernest. Like a child of the night. Beautiful music, isn't it?
Go to hell!
But now the fun's over. I don't have all night to deal with you. I have 2 more guests to attend to, and I want to get some sleep.
Sleep sweetly while you can.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I've had a couple of hard, nerve-wracking days. But in the end, everything went according to plan. And what's more, I have this wonderful entertainment before bedtime. I'll sleep the sleep of the dead.
I hope you do. Literally.
You'd do better to say your prayers, priest. It'll be your turn soon.
You'll rot in hell.
Do you think people like me are afraid of hell? The powerful lords invoke hell to keep simpletons like you in line. God doesn't give a shit about me. And the feeling's mutual. What's the penance for such blasphemy, priest? How many are fathers and all that shit, eh?
Your penance will be to drown in shit.
You're quite witty for a priest. I like you. But now back to work.
Sir, the other one just came round too.
Excellent. As soon as we're done with the captain here, we'll turn our attention to him.
Leave the captain alone, you swine.
Would you look at that? You've still got some fire in you. But don't worry, you'll get your turn.
Hang on a minute. Ziska's still wearing his mace.
It's time to start singing, Captain. Where are Jobst of Luxembourg and Jan of Liechtenstein?
Why do you think
It's a good job his hands are
I've
tied.
got anything to do with that fucking traitor?
Turncoat. Now, don't tell me there are disputes in King Wenceslas's camp. That would sadden me. But I'm afraid Jobst's latest treachery was directed at King Sigismund. And that's why I'm asking you. Where is he?
Kiss my ass.
It seems you don't value your life. To be fair, though, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably want it to be all over quickly, too. So we'll see how your new best friend Henry is doing.
Yeah, Ziska's tied up for torture, but he's still armed. Slight oversight on the part of the developers there.
I'll kill you. And your Eric will have to watch. And as soon as I'm finished with you, I'll gut him as well.
I'll pretend you never said that. Now you have one last chance. I'll repeat the question, but this is the last time I ask nicely. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? What were they doing in Ratai?
And just how the fuck is Henry supposed to know that?
I don't know anything about those two. Really?
Don't take me for a fool, boy.
I don't. But you're not what you're pretending to be either. I keep thinking, why is he doing it? What's behind it? You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured. That's a first for me. Listen, you bastard. Stop talking shit and answer my questions.
The reason I'm interested is it might come in handy when I'm torturing Eric.
You're only making things worse for yourself. Let's try this again. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? Why did they meet with Radzig? What do they have planned?
Henry didn't even know most of these people existed until today.
I don't know anything. So you can put an end to this now and save yourself the effort.
You think you can wriggle out of this so easily and that I'll kill you without getting what I want? Even if it's just a bit of pleasure? No.
He doesn't really think that the page of a minor noble knows what the lords and masters of the realm are up to, does he? I mean, Toth is a lot of things, but he's not fucking stupid. Maybe he just wants the excuse to torture Henry.
I honestly don't understand why you're trying to play the hero. On account of your cronies here? The captain already told me plenty, and the priest here is shaking like a leaf. He won't last long.
I told you nothing, you whoreson!
You told me more than you think. And you ought to get some rest. So, Jobst and that other bastard, Liechtenstein, where are they? What are they doing? What was discussed in Ratai?
I'll see if I can get him to fall for my bullshit.
All right. I'll tell you what I know about them.
At last! Not hard, is it? Go on then.
Jobst has a big problem. He lent money to Sigismund, who promised him Brandenburg in return. Only Sigismund isn't paying, and the Brandenburgers aren't just going to yield to him. So now he's acting like he's working for a good cause, but in fact he's just playing his own game. He has a grudge against Sigismund, and the Liechtensteiners are the same. They lent money to Wenceslas in return for Breslau. Only if Wenceslas loses the throne, there's no one to confirm the deal.
That's all very well, and it may even be true. But it tells me nothing about where they are now and what they're doing. Well, had enough at last? Can we start being serious finally? Is it worth suffering like this to protect that traitor and turncoat Jobst? Do you think letting yourself be killed will do any good? This is not your war! Now listen up. If you tell me what I want to know, I'll stop. And I'll get von Bergau to demand a ransom for you from Radzig. Then you'll be able to go back to that shithole of yours.
Thing is, I really am a nobody, and I really don't know the answers to these questions.
I can't tell you anything, because I don't know anything. The Lords don't give a shit about me. No one discussed with me why we were coming here. Radzig doesn't talk politics with me. Does von Bergau confide in you about his plans when he gives you orders?
Was that a rhetorical question, or are you actually asking? If you are, then yes, he does confide in me. Fancy that. And that's why I don't believe for a moment that your father doesn't tell you anything. This is the last time I'll ask. What do you know about Jobst and Liechtenstein? Where did they go from Ratai? What do they have planned?
I was here when they left Ratai. How the fuck would I know?
And I'm telling you, for the last time, go fuck yourself.
As you wish.
Speaking as somebody who has had the unfortunate experience of having several holes poked into his stomach, trust me, that is really fucking painful. I mean, you really don't want to know.
You had your chance to speak. It's your own stupid fault you didn't take it. Normally, I'd have a bit more fun with you. I did promise at Nebakov to gut you after all, but I don't have the time. So I'll gut someone else and leave you to Ernest here. Get rid of him.
Right now?
Right now. But if you want a bit of enjoyment, you can make it slow.
As you wish.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
No! Stop it! Don't do it!
What is it, priest? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Godwin, no! Shut up!
Tell me then. What's on your mind, father?
From what I understood, Jobst is looking for allies so he can take on Sigismund.
That's not really news. I want to know where he is now.
In Brandenburg. He went to Brandenburg.
That's better. And what about Liechtenstein?
Radzig said Jobst sent him to Kuttenberg. That's all I know. As God is my witness.
Well, I'll be. He sent him right into Sigismund's lap. This might surprise you, but I believe you. And you've saved this bastard's life. You'll be rewarded in heaven for that. Well then, that will do for today. See? All you had to do was cooperate a bit, and now it's all over. Wasn't all that blood spilt needlessly. Now rest up. You'll need a lot of strength for tomorrow. There's a lot more I want to know. Good night, gentlemen. Well, that's that. Find Eric for me. He's going on a little trip.
I don't know why he didn't start by questioning Father Godwin. Both myself and Ziska have been here this whole time, while all of the events he was interested in were occurring back in Rattay. Godwin's the only one who would possibly have known the answers to his questions. Maybe he's not that smart after all.
Does running for it still seem like a bad idea to you?
You know, the worst of it is that we betrayed the others. And now they'll get the same as us. Oh. Don't feel so bad about it, lad. Everyone breaks under torture. It's only a matter of time.
I'm kind of surprised that Jan has forgotten that he does actually have one advantage. Because he has a little spy in Castle Trotsky, doesn't he? What's Catherine up to while all this is going on?
Can you hear that?
Hallelujah. I'm as thirsty as a fish.
That dumb yokel Henry is really only just figuring it out now.
About time, Catherine. What took you so long?
Oh, Jan hadn't forgotten. Good. I was starting to get worried.
You can hang around here a bit longer if you like.
Wait. You? So that's why you pretended not to know me this whole time?
Did you work that out all by yourself?
And that's why you killed that man by the pond?
I wouldn't let anyone put their filthy heads on my most loyal sister-in-arms, would I?
Henry's like public transport. He's slow, but he gets there in the end.
If it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have been able to stop it.
See how cocky he is, Catherine?
He's right though, Zizka. He acted like an utter madman who's tired of life. But you were still far away, and if it hadn't been for him... Thank you, Henry.
A madman? I just don't run away from a fight, that's all.
Like I said, a madman. Are you alright?
I'll live. But everything else won't be so straightforward.
What about you two?
Better than I probably look.
He didn't pay all that much attention to me. We haven't met, my dear. Godwin's the name.
Catherine. But this isn't the time for pleasantries. We have to get out of here.
The lass is right. Get out of here. How?
I've thought of that. There's a secret passageway that leads right from the basement to the Apollonia Rocks.
I've seen that passage, but you can only get in from this side.
A secret passage?
That's right.
Good work, Kate. Thank Christ. So what are we waiting for?
Don't count your chickens yet. It won't be that simple. There's an iron gate at the start of the passage. We won't be able to force it, we need the key. And the Lord of the Castle has it.
And right now, that's the Hungarian. Sakra. Where can we find him?
In his chambers at the top of the Crone Tower, most likely. That's the smaller tower on the far side of the castle.
Getting hold of the orders he got from von Berghoff would also come in handy.
And our things.
Istvan had your things taken to his chambers. And the documents will be in either the scribe's chambers or von Berghoff's.
Just so happens I know my way around.
I'll take care of Istvan and get the keys.
Sure. That's a brilliant plan. Someone has to. And I'm in no state to do it myself.
Don't worry. I'll do it. I have a score to settle with him anyway.
That's just what I'm afraid of. He said he wants to get some sleep. With any luck, the lad will find him in bed. The two of us can go.
Don't take this the wrong way, Godwin. But Henry has to be stealthy, and you'd just get in his way. What's more, we need to search our tower, find von Bergov's orders, and to keep guard. If someone came, Catherine wouldn't be able to handle him on her own, and I can't help her in this state.
Have you forgotten, Zizka? I'm supposed to bring him home in one piece.
Don't worry, he can cope. Someone who can hack me in the face won't have any difficulty with that fucking Hungarian midget.
All right, then. Be careful, and don't take unnecessary risks. No fucking around. Just cut his throat while he's asleep.
It's not every day you hear a priest handing out advice on throat cutting. But I'll follow it. Alright, let's split up. I'll take care of Istvan and search the scribe's chambers on the way. And you, Godwin, see what you can find in von Bergov's chambers.
If I must.
It's just... I could do with some kind of armor. And a weapon to sort out that bastard. He may be lower than vermin, but I don't want to strangle him with my bare hands.
I don't think the poor bastard who was guarding us will need his stuff anymore. Robbing the dead may be a sin, but I'm sure Father here will turn a blind eye.
Aye. Although turning a blind eye is more your thing, Zizka.
Wait, Henry. I'll give you my knife. I won't need it here.
Thanks.
I'll take care of Jan. Hurry.
Oh, that's good actually, because you can't perform a stealth kill unless you have a dagger. Like, you can't sneak up on somebody and slit their throat with a mace. So, right. Loot the guard. He's not going to need his stuff anymore. And then be on our way. So, I've set up 2 equipment presets. One with the metal armour, like the helmet for example, and the plate gauntlets. 4 in case things get noisy. And one without any metal armour, which is the one I'm wearing at the moment, for the sneaky. Hello. Guy with a crossbow there, sleeping on the job. Well, that's a clear dereliction of duty. The penalty is a damn good stabbing. Of course, this does run the risk of somebody coming in, because, I mean, this is the kitchen. Any guards going on or off shift are going to come in here for a bite to eat before they actually go to work. So there is a reasonable chance somebody's going to find the body and raise the alarm. Unless I can find somewhere to stash it. But where would I stash it? You know what, I'm just going to loot him. Let's have a look. So this is my armed and armoured equipment setup. Let's add the legs, all that good stuff, and then go back to the sneaky stuff. For the benefit of you guys watching this on YouTube, I'll try... You see, the problem here is I can't equip a torch so you can see what's going on, because it's difficult to be sneaky when you're creeping around with a torch in your hand. And because I've just escaped from the dungeons, I don't have Nighthawk potions to give me night vision. So, you know, for the sake of everybody watching this on YouTube, I'm going to have to edit this part to kind of cut out the darker and more gloomy bits. But hopefully I'll be able to do it, and you'll still be able to follow what's going on. There's somebody through there, I can hear them singing. And I've just left a trail of bodies behind me, so I don't want to risk him finding the bodies, so I'm just going to have to create another one. I mean, that's stealthy, isn't it? Nobody can find the bodies if I don't leave anybody alive to find the bodies. That's stealthy. That counts as stealth, according to the rules that I just made up. Wow, it's dark in here. Oh, no, wait, actually, yeah. It's a bit brighter outside, and that's a bit of a problem, because there's a guy out there with a torch. So I guess I'm not going that way, because he's facing this direction. And I do kind of need to go that way, because there are 2 towers in Castle Trotsky, the Crone and the Maiden. And I'm in the wrong one. So I do need to get over the courtyard, but I should be able to go up and around the battlements here. This should work. That's where I need to be.
Ride the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh one. Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
It is never confirmed but strongly hinted that Eric and Toth are more than just friends. Something that at this time, well actually at most time in human history, and in fact in many places still even today, you'd be well advised to keep to yourself.
I won't forget that.
Farewell.
If only I had a crossbow right now.
Farewell, dear boy.
Oh, who am I kidding? I'd probably miss. This is actually kind of handy, because I think, if I remember the layout of Castle Trotsky, because I need to check the scribe's quarters, and the scribe's room is in the same tower that Toth just went into. So, quietly does it. Oh, hang on. That door shouldn't be open. Why is that door open? I'm going to close it. Open doors attract the attention of guards, especially at this time of night. Oh, there's a shit, there's a guard coming. Oh shit. Oh shit, shit. Oh wow, I can't believe I got away with that. Well, shut the door behind you then. Well, that explains why the door was open. Okay. I'm shutting the door. I don't care if he comes back and thinks, oh, I left this door open. Who shut it? I want to hear the door opening behind me. Right. Okay, we go up from here, I think, to get to the scribe's quarters. Anybody up here? Doesn't. Whoa, yes, there is. Ooh, go on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to hear here. There's another one over there as well. Alright, this one's getting stabbed. Right, the one who went upstairs shouldn't be back soon. But, I mean, they shouldn't be wandering around leaving the doors open behind them either, so better safe than sorry. I think the scribe's room is upstairs. And in here, I think this is a guard room. Where did that guard go? There's a whole bunch of them sleeping it off in here. Alright, well, this guy needs a good stabbing. Less of them breathing, the less of them that can wake up and come and find me or any of the bodies I'm leaving. Like I said, this counts as stealth. Nobody's found me. And nobody has found any of the bodies that I've left lying around. That's stealth. I'd be a lot happier if I knew where that guard went, though. Don't have any lockpicks, so I can't even pick these locks. Did he go upstairs, or is the guy that I just stabbed in the bed the guard that... I don't know. But that's the scribe's room on the left, and I think the scribe actually sleeps in here.
Ink. This must be the scribe's chamber.
Shut the door. I think that's the scribe's bed on the other side of that curtain, I think. Oh, well, it is his bed, but he's not in it. Strange. Maybe he's busy writing something down for Toff, I don't know, but he's not here, which is good. Means I won't get disturbed looking for... What was up?
There aren't any orders here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I actually couldn't remember why I was in the scribe's quarters. I knew I was supposed to be looking for something, but I couldn't remember what it was. But that was it. The written orders that von Berghoff gave to Toth. And Henry just confirmed that they are not here, which must mean Toth still has the written orders on him.
Nothing of interest.
Oh dear, isn't that a shame? That means I'm just going to have to go and find Toth. So, Istvan's quarters are right at the top of the Crone Tower, and yes, it's really dark up here, and I cannot afford to light a torch. So, sorry about that, but you're just going to have to put up with it for a moment. If I only had a Nighthawk... Actually, speaking of potions, this is where I ran into Catherine, helping herself to the contents of that chest. Pretending she was cleaning the place while she was nosing around for information for Ziska. Actually, potions. I seem to remember that there was a potion store in it. I realise it is very, very dark. I do apologise, but I might be able to find a Nighthawk potion in one of these chests. It's locked and I don't have any lockpicks. Sorry. Looks like they've changed the locks since I was last here. Okay, never mind. Top of this tower is the room where Captain Thomas was being looked after by his sister when he was feverish with the wounds sustained at the hands of Ziska's mercenary gang, and that is where Toth currently resides.
You just won't give up, will you?
You know, I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
Istvan Toth is a lot of things, but a good swordsman he is not, and I could easily kill him in a fair duel. But fuck this guy. Why give him an even chance?
In the end, you'll see I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
For the benefit of anybody watching this video who had to put up with that Toth prick all the way through the first game, you're welcome. And I'm actually kind of surprised that we've dealt with them this early on in the second game. But he has very definitely been dealt with. He's not getting up from that. But we're not done yet. We still have to find his orders, his keys. I hope he didn't have his keys on him. Probably should have searched him before I threw him out the window. Oh, you know what? These are all problems for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.